The Emancipation Proclamation was an executive order issued by President Abraham Lincoln on January 1, 1863. In it, he declared that all enslaved persons in states in rebellion would be considered henceforth and forever free. It is largely considered one of the key stepping stones on the road to abolition. It's important to remember, however, that the Emancipation Proclamation itself did not abolish slavery. In fact, it only applied to states in rebellion. The Emancipation Proclamation is part of a larger narrative that begins even at the battles of Manassas. It's from the earliest days of the American Civil War that Union forces realize that they are encountering slave labor, aiding and abetting the Confederate war effort. This leads to the Confiscation Acts of 1861 and 1862, which allows slaves who have freed themselves to seek refuge with Union forces. In turn, the Union Army, calling these slaves contraband of war, is no longer obligated to return this so-called human property to their Southern masters. And so, by the summer of 1862, Abraham Lincoln sees freeing the slaves as the next logical step to help end the Civil War, to deprive the Confederacy of the military manpower provided by slave labor. And so in September of 1862, after the Battle of Antietam, Lincoln is going to fire a warning shot, warning the Confederates that if they do not lay down their arms and come back to the negotiating table, the slaves in those states in rebellion will be considered free in the next 100 days. The Confederacy is, of course, not going to relinquish their slaves. In fact, President Jefferson Davis sees this as a symbol of just how weak the Union war effort truly is. By January 1st, the two sides are no closer to peace than they were in September, and so Lincoln will sign the Emancipation Proclamation, thereby freeing the slaves in the states in rebellion. Now, it's key to remember that in the states in the rebellion does not apply to the states of Maryland and Kentucky and other border states that have stayed loyal to the Union. Slavery is still legal in those places. It is only after a constitutional amendment, which will come in 1865, that slavery will be abolished in the United States.
Hello, this is Trace Atkins. To stay up to date on all the latest and coolest videos, please subscribe to the Trust YouTube channel. Preserve, educate, inspire.